Yeah, it's no fun.
So roll me persuasion real quick for this, because this ties into one of the other things they're not quite forthcoming with. We'll see exactly what they tell you about it. Okay. They tell you that it was a scavenging team. Okay. They tell you they actually sent a scavenging team into. They found a route into the ruins of Waterdeep that avoids going through any of the major thoroughfares the city has left, that they believe will allow you to bypass most of the horrible dangers of the city. You're not going to get caught anywhere by some kind of beholder. It's going to disintegrate you instantly, or something that's going to rip your brain out of your spine. The caveat would be that it's still putting you inside the city, pretty deep inside the city, but they can guarantee the safety of at least getting in. And it was found by one of their scavenger teams, who reported that they had found a lodging that appeared to contain something that would be extremely useful to a merchant. It was found in the remains of a merchant's house. They weren't able to get the item itself, but they know that the house is there and that there should be something valuable inside.
How many survived?
Most of the party did. They lost a couple people on the way due to things attacking them out in the sand, but they managed to make it back mostly intact. They haven't been to the house that has the item itself, but they were inside the city, and while they were scavenging, they came across notes detailing something that somebody who lived there used to have.
Is it possible for us to see the notes prior for us to going in, so we can have an idea of where and what we're looking for?
Those will be provided if you accept the deal, is what the representative tells you. And let's see, the other detail was what the item is exactly. So,
yes.
Persuasion check on that one too. Okay, Brack, yours.
Get him, Brack.
Whoop,
Come on.
he's gone.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh no.
Yeah, hold on.
Bracken!
Oh, I put the portraits on the wrong people. Hang on. Rage, guess what? You're a sorcerer now. No, I'm kidding.
I've always wanted to play a
There's
sorcerer.
Crash. Rage. Sorry about that. You okay there, Brack?
Yep. Starting to kind of get pissed off though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does that. Well, we're working on fixing it up. Can you roll me a persuasion real quick, alongside Anestris?
Wait, a persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
It's cool. It's cool.
Wait, hang on.
Roll 25 on D20.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. They don't give you any specifics on the item beyond telling you that it's something that could ensure that any investments you made would generally turn out favorable for you. The kind of thing that would make you be able to take even a small fledgling company and turn it into a powerhouse.
Would my Arcana give me information about the area enough from that description to give me an idea of what it might be?
Roll an Arcana. Uh-oh, we're about to lose Crash again, I think.
Oh no.
Oh man.
You would guess it would be some kind of divination tool.
Okay.
You don't know exactly what, but you figured that if it's the kind of thing that can help a merchant go from being starting out nobody to being the kind of person who can rule a trade empire, then it'd probably be some kind of divination tool.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Bracken, do you have any other questions?
You'll have to wait for him
I
to...
think he just got back in. There he is.
What was it you need me to roll?
I got your persuasion. You weren't able to get the specifics, but Anestra believes it to be some kind of divination tool that you're looking for.
Okay.
Is there any other questions that you feel we should ask, or anything that you can think of that?
Have we negotiated price?
No. That was going to be my last thing before.
Well,
One moment.
maybe helped out. Oh my God.
Is it happening again?
There you go.
Any
Living up to
tool?
the name Crash Bug.
Yeah, that's exactly. Was there any tools?
Any what?
Tools?
Tools.
Something? Why is it being
Use that
weak?
tools.
His
Frozen.
internet keeps freezing up.
Why is it being awful? Mine's actually working quite nicely for a change.
Yeah, I think it has to be on his end, unfortunately.
Zoom Y.
Why?
I could restart the call, but I don't think it's gonna help because everybody else is good.
Nah, it's on his end.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, while
I'm
we're waiting,
thinking,
hey, Max.
Yeah.
I've been reading through the ceremony spell. I think I might actually swap that out for one of my spells later on as a one of my usually prepared spells. I do have a question though. With the specific investiture effect from the ceremony spell, would that be applicable to at least the named smite spells? Maybe not the divine smite, but something like thunderous smite.
Let me check. I believe it is because I remember using it.
Yeah, investiture is I touch one creature, cast a level 1 spell slot, expend the spell slot, and that creature gains the ability to cast that
So-
spell within the next hour.
Yes. Yeah, you can't do it for Divine Smite, but for any of the named Smite spells, you would be able to cast it, and then they could cast it at some point within the next hour.
All right. I wanted to be sure to ask that.
The other
Because that'll actually be very useful.
The other effects do still apply to them, though. So while it would use your spell modifier, they would be concentrating on it.
Yeah, but it's like I said, that'll still come in handy. And I just wanted to be sure that I laid down exactly, basically, which spells I could use specifically, if it came down to it, the use of smites.
with the 21 I got on Tinker's Tools for fixing up the boat, how long will that take?
Yeah,
Um,
with my assistance.
It'll probably take you the day, but you're able to get your skimmer fixed up pretty well.
Okay, cool.
You're
Guys,
welcome.
A little bit more rickety than it was when you first built it, but you think it'll hold together.
Guys, I'm sorry, my internet is not typically like this.
It's
Oh,
cool.
it's all good, dude.
You're
It's
fine.
It
starting to
happens.
wear on my nerves.
It did the same
But,
thing to me earlier, so.
I was trying to ask, was there any tools that were helpful on the previous teams that might help us?
Not that they needed specifically. Not specifically. I know how words work. It was pretty much just a matter of they went and they stumbled across this place by accident, and they were able to figure out a route in. They tell you that if you just take whatever you basically need for an adventure, you would probably be able to make it work.
Okay, cool. Move
They
on.
didn't have to
Get
have
all
any
my
kind of.
whisper, Rob?
I did. I was reading them just now.
Okay.
All right, then I'd say let's negotiate price and go from there.
They say that for pay wise, they would compensate you for the estimated value of this item once it's returned, and that they would be perfectly willing to cut you into any further deals in the future that would benefit you both.
Okay.
I'm good with that. And then pretty much, yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, so business concluded. We thank you for your patience. We thank you for your assistance, and hope we can do business soon. Short bow, out the door. Let's go.
I concur and do the same and appreciate it.
Alright, so you guys going back to the skimmer warehouse where Tal is? Are you stopping anywhere else on the way?
I'm good.
We can go. We should be able to go back.
Okay.
I would actually like. Well, no, I've already got that.
Okay, we're good on there. So, you guys come wandering on up as Tal and Izzy are still working on the skimmer, securing everything down and reattaching old reused nails.
It's okay. They're just as good.
I lean against something, I go, we fix it, it just falls apart. And I'm like, oops.
Oh,
Someone
good
called them
news.
broken. I call them stress tempered.
Well, boss.
Tally's fine.
Yeah, I can't do boss. No, Tally. We do have some alternate, an alternate form of transportation secured.
Yes.
As long as we've got a decent pilot, I think we'll be all right.
Well, that's all kind of dependent on the hand-eye coordination of one of you.
I raise my hand. I have this cool thing where I know every direction.
That's a good thing. You could definitely help me with navigation then. That'll save me having to handle a compass.
Well, who's got a higher dex score than 17?
I
Oh,
have
does it-
Natural Explorer.
Okay.
That
I
would be
can't-
real handy.
I can't get lost. But that's not how people usually like say
But is that
things.
how the skimmers work? They work off of dexterity or what?
It would need dexterity for the steering, strength for basically keeling the ropes and all that. Basically, make sure the stuff doesn't just go flying all over the place. And I believe either wisdom or intelligence for navigation purposes.
I've got a dex of 17, of intelligence of 16. As long as you've got the strength, we should be all right.
Ixid's definitely got the strength, considering he's got a strength.
Damn, your intelligence is more than mine.
Yeah, I have a dex of 16.
I got a dex of 16.
The sad thing is, my intelligence is 16, and I'm a fighter.
My intelligence is 14, but my charisma is 15 because most of us usually go off charisma. So
Yep.
So what we can do is have Ixid man down all the ropes and whatnot, considering I think he's still the strongest of the party. You said it was Brekenda. That's
Just Brack. B-R-A-K. Brack.
you got the dex of 17, so you can handle the steering, and probably Tally and Mist can never be lost. Handle navigation.
I'm good.
So, give me like 2 minutes to state my case to Rob, because I'm about to do something that could be very, very glorious for us, or very, very stupid.
Or both.
Or both simultaneously.
When Brock and I come back, we are going to discuss with Taliesin, Taliesin, you were the one that has the dealings with Quid, correct?
Correct.
We did speak with the Severin representative, and we can, if we choose to go with them, help you out in ways. And they did offer some stuff. So we have a choice of going between the two houses. They did offer transportation for us. They did offer some information for us, and they didn't offer to necessarily raise their flag to protect you, but they did, barring an actual right of, somebody putting out a right to kill you directly, and
As long as it's not a house,
at your house,
house against house. As long as it's not a house war, you should be
yeah, they will protect you for that.
Well, do you share the information about what we're going after in regards to it being something that can grant fortune to?
Yes.
Okay. Talison's going to listen to this, and he's looking very thoughtful for a moment. And he says, I will meet